Hey everyone, it's Crystal here. So, how do you manage intrusive thoughts? And intrusive thoughts come easily when we don't have the domain over our line of thinking, our mind. Then these intrusive thoughts can flood our mind and take over, take up residence within our heads, and they can actually fill our headspace with things that maybe just keep running in circles. You keep having this loop of thoughts that occur every so often. Maybe you're having this dialogue in your head. Maybe these intrusive thoughts are debilitating you from doing what you want to do or finding the answers or making decisions. And they're running you more than you're running them. And so these intrusive thoughts are ingrained within you. They're learned patterns of thought, things that you've experienced, behavior traits, other people that you're maybe taking from that you've seen in your lifetime that has behaved this way. So you're constantly gathering data, and you have been since you were born. You've been constantly picking up things everywhere you are, and that's what shapes us. And it's not bad, but when we realize it's not working for us and these kinds of thoughts are taking over our mind and our headspace, and we're not processing stress well or properly, that's how these intrusive thoughts can actually come upon us. And so, what can you do? Because you can't stop the thought, or can you? And you can. You can through working through your thoughts and harnessing a different environment in our mind. So, when you're not processing your stress very well, the environment in your mind is very cluttered, confused, chaos. And so we need to learn how to process stress. And when you can do that, you can have better results with your thinking, the quality of thoughts that you have, the quality of environment that you have in your head. This all contributes to being able to keep these intrusive thoughts at bay. And really, what are these intrusive thoughts trying to tell you? They're trying to tell you that there's unresolved issues within you, that there's something going on in the greater universe around you that maybe you haven't picked up on, or perhaps you are picking up on it, but you don't know how to problem solve because you're in this constant looping state. So we have to work at dealing with our mind. That's first of all, the key to any way of transforming or having any revolutionary, radical change is really changing your mind. And everything else helps support it, but that's the number one key here is looking at the human mind, looking at your thoughts, your patterns of thinking, your environment that's in your mind, your habitual behaviors, your ways of processing things, your way of responding and reacting to things. All of these factors are deep into our subconscious mind, and where we can make the best change is doing it in that mind, in that part of the mind, but also doing it in a subconscious state. And that's where I excel, is that I understand how to deal with the subconscious mind. And I know that that's where you can make revolutionary changes within you. But you have to know how to navigate it so you can change these habits of thoughts. You can change these patterns of thinking. You can change certain things in your mind so you don't have to feel like that anymore. So you can let go of things and you can change. You can change your perspective, and it's completely possible by changing your mind. And when you do cultivate that kind of environment, that kind of thinking, that way of thinking, then you don't have to allow these intrusive thoughts to debilitate you. You actually can use them, if they're there, to motivate you or to push you to the next level and be different and be able to interact. You have to interact with your thoughts to actually know what you're thinking and to know if it's real or not. I mean, your mind doesn't know if you're telling it right or wrong, good or bad, positive or negative, truth or fact, or a lie. It just lets everything in. So you have to decipher that. And that's your job as who you are to your own self to do that work for yourself. So these intrusive thoughts, keep them at bay, but the only way really is to change your line of thinking, change the environment in your mind. And that's where I can help you do that. If you want to learn more, comment below and just put your thoughts on how these intrusive thoughts have been changing your life or affecting your life, and how you would like to see them different, and how you would show up differently if they weren't such a big problem. I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.